Good morning. For our 20-minute business makeover today, I'm going to talk about some easy customers that you may not be thinking of reaching and might bring your business more quickly than you might have originally thought. So the first group are existing customers. These are people who've bought from you before. You may not have spoken to them for a while, but they have been happy with what you've done for them. Now, it doesn't take much. Pick up the phone, say, hey, we haven't spoken for a while, how are things? You might be quite surprised at what happens as a result of that. So I said this one day to a group that I was giving a talk to, and while he was sat there, one of the guys sent a text to a customer who fitted that brief. Within seconds, he got a text back saying, that's amazing, I can't believe it. I was just thinking about you and thinking I must call you to book an appointment. Now, that might be true, but the truth is, it was something that she was wanting to buy, but just wasn't getting around to it. And he accelerated that process. So, of course, after the session had finished, he rang her, they had a conversation, an appointment was booked. A sale was made. So, who can you think of in your existing customer base that you haven't spoken to for a while, no idea what's going on in their world, they might just appreciate a call? The second group are prospects that you have spoken to maybe 2 or 3 times, or you've had contact with, they've had a mail shot or looked at your website or whatever that might be, but they've had points of contacts 2 or 3 times and nothing's happened. Now, you may not be aware that the general rule of thumb is it takes 3 to 7 times of somebody hearing a message before they respond to it. In fact, some people will go as far as saying it's 12 times before somebody will actually take action. That's why the corporates repeatedly advertise and share the same message over and over again. So how about if you picked off some people that you know have had, or potential customers who've had contact with you 2 or 3 times and nothing's happened? I wonder what would happen if you picked up the phone to them and had a conversation. It's just possible they may be on the cusp of deciding that they need your services as well. So my challenge to you today is to think of a customer that you haven't spoken to for a while and that might appreciate, anyway, you'd be interested to hear how things are going, genuinely so. So some customers of that bracket, and then to think of some that you've spoken to 2 or 3 times and nothing's happened, but you feel they are still potentially a good prospect for you. I would suggest that you write down 5 names and think about ringing 1 a day for this week. Think about who they are, when you're going to call them, and what you're going to say. Here is today's exercise. Write down the names of customers and prospects that you are going to contact this week. Write down when you are going to contact them. Write down what you are going to say to them.